So, today, welcome again to my channel. Welcome again to my page. On Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're watching me. I want to welcome you again to the last talk for year 2025. And do you know what? The Lord dropped something into my heart while I was in the Bible study in church on Monday. And it's from the book of Exodus chapter 37, 38, 39, and chapter 40. And I said, I'm going to share with you before we enter into year 2026. And what is this? Thinking about how the Lord gave the information, the description for the building of the tabernacle for Moses. He gave the instruction to Moses. He gave the information, the full and perfect description to that man of faith. That's the most humble man on earth called Moses, a prophet. And when he gave him the description, nobody was there. No man was there. It was a conversation, a discussion between God and Moses alone. But something happened during this discussion, during this conversation between God and Moses, that caught my attention and brought me to speaking to you, that you're listening to me today. And it was the fact that why God was giving this description on the building of the tabernacle and everything that is going to be fixed into the tabernacle. The Lord himself mentioned two names in this building, in this making, in this erection, in whatever thing you might want to call it. And the two names that were mentioned was Oliab and Bezalel. So now, these two were not just the two persons, the personnel that were needed for the building direction, the sewing, the makings, whatever it is called. But there were those that the Holy Spirit saw some qualities in them. And it felt like, okay, if this one will be the leading versus the leading personnel in this building, and I'm going to be rest assured that everything I've spoken to Moses about in the building and in the direction of this tabernacle is going to be perfect. There were many persons that were involved in handwork, that had skills, there were many entrepreneurs. So, but God saw some qualities in Oliab and Bezalel. And this brings me to the fact that while Moses was giving the explanation to those two persons, one thing that gave us the conviction, the assurance that indeed God saw some things in them that made him mention their names was that he only gave them the reported speech of what God had said. There was no place that it was recorded in the Bible that Moses had to stress himself after explaining to them. He only explained to them and he went. And the last thing he saw was that after the building, the erection, the whatever they had done, they brought the finished work to him. And when they brought the finished work to him, the Bible never recorded that they did lesser or they did more. It was never recorded that they did things in their own understanding, but they did it accurately. The Bible said, and Moses saw that it was perfect. Oh, it means that everything they did was in accordance to the mind of God, even in their skills, even in their handwork. I'm sorry if my video today is going to be longer than the usual, but it's really eating me so hard. Which means that what they were doing, they were in right alignment with the Holy Spirit. Oh, in their skills, in fashion designing, in goldsmithing, in building, in nailing, in carpentry work, in their barbing work, in their hairdressing work, whatever they were doing, they were in right alignment with the Holy Spirit to see the right picture. The Holy Spirit was given per time. So when they want to buy hair for somebody, they're connected to the Spirit. Okay, what kind of style? Not because the style is raining, not because someone did this and it looks perfect on this, and it looks good on somebody does not mean that it's going to look good on another person. Now I'm talking to those who have one skills or the other. You've worked in 2025 and some got award, some did good, some got good referrals and all of that. But we are going into year 2026. Your work, your skills must not be the same as the years you spent in the past. This year, you must do things in alignment with the Holy Spirit. You have to work according to the understanding of the Holy Spirit. My dear, let the Holy Spirit give you designs to create. As a costume designer, as a set man, as a props personnel, I'm talking to those in drama ministry, in theater ministry. Okay, for those in the educational sector, as a teacher, as an educationist, let the Holy Spirit lead you on how to go about your daily activities. Oh my God. I wrote some things down. I'm going to read to you. I said, in that your handwork of skills, God is watching you. And when I mean God is watching you, what are the things God is watching about you? He's watching your diligence, your faithfulness, your persistency, your consistency, your aims and your objectives in that thing you're doing, your motives, and your alignment with Him. Think about David. Think about David. He was consistent, he was persistent, he was caring to the sheep that were handed over to him. These things were done in his closet. And the Lord himself announced them in the open. You want help. You want award. You want people to write for you. You want people to seek for you. You want people to think of you, give you good referrals. But the little budget that was given to you, hope it's not cheap products that you used and you collected big money. It's going to be painful. When we have Christians, children of God, they give you a project to do. You charged, and no problem. It's in Nigeria when you give your budget, so price it down, even when there is much money. Some persons they have to price down their budget. Some they did not even bargain their budget. But yes, it's going to be painful when you collect big money and you use cheap products. It's like it's paining me because I've seen this being done over and over again in years for Christians. If God will help a man, you must have seen your diligence and your faithfulness, your consistency, your persistency, your motive behind everything you do. My dear, You are going into a new year. Make a new resolution. Override your skills. Be determined that you're going to be faithful. Be determined that you're going to be consistent with it. My dear, I'm also touched and pained. The Holy Spirit speaking to me too. And I don't just want to be the benefactor of this alone. God is seeking for those He will use that will fulfill His purpose, that will fulfill His will. But He does not just choose people anyhow because He does not waste resources. God does not waste resources. He chooses people that are faithful to Him, not people that He will be running after, but people that will be running after Him. You don't get it. Not people that God will be running after, but people that will be running after God. Those are the ones He will choose. Those are going to be consistent in what He's going to be arguing about today. I was in a retreat some weeks ago and I was praying, God, give me vision, God, give me vision. And He told me, the ones I give to you, be faithful. While praying, I felt like tearing up in the oil because I felt like if He could say this to me, then I'm not that faithful enough. That little thing, that answer He has given to you to be doing as a content creator, fan it to flame. Teaching, fan it to flame. Barbing, fan it to flame. Selling of provisions, fan it to flame. We've heard of people that receive help and they're just selling pure water. Don't say you were selling this thing. God told you to be selling this one this year. It's not moving that far. This business is moving. Let me jump to this. No, fan that one to flame. He's looking for your consistency and your faithfulness in it. He's looking at your motive behind that thing you're doing. Like, if you're not faithful before man, you don't want to be faithful before God. It's not going to be easy for you. Be faithful to humans you can see now. Please. Now, I'm going to end up with this. There will be a need at the top someday. In year 2026, there's going to be a need at the top. But when the need arises, will your name ever be mentioned? Will your name ever be mentioned in the list of people? Even if it is mentioned, what do you have to offer at the top? You want to rise to the top? You want God to lift you up? Do you have anything you want to offer there? Are you faithful and consistent enough for you to be suggested? For your name to be mentioned? Do you even align with Holy Spirit enough to know the needs per time and what to do? Are you not so satisfied in your own understanding that you feel like you've known enough, that you cannot even depend on Holy Spirit over any job or any contract? Won't you be moved by accolades of men and then overdo what you are just meant to do little? Won't you make too much noise when you are meant to keep silent? Won't you use cheap things instead of using good quality materials? Answer these questions. As you go year 2026, help will arise. Favor will come. God will rise for you and He will use men for you. But won't you feel God? Won't you feel people that stand as your guarantors? Think about that. I wish you a new year. I'm going to see you year 2026 thriving for God and doing great things. If only you will be His business. I remain Arẹwà Jésù. God bless.